Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from beautiful Sarasota, Florida, here in my most magnificent home. It's a camper. I live in a 2024 Flagstaff 25 FKBS. It's the best camper you can buy. And I'm feeling good today. I'm a little sad about one thing. I'll share that in a minute. I've got my, somebody asked me to wear it again, the white shirt. I said, well, white shows all how fat you are, but I'm getting skinny, baby. I'm getting skinny. This is a Travis Matthew $100 golf shirt I bought there in Laughlin Ranch Golf Club. And hang on a minute. We'll go in here and brag a little bit of the, I'm tucking in. There we go. I'll show you in the reflection there. So I'm tucking in. I got my brown belt on. I'm definitely seeing some results from the gym. And I got my new Go to Hell white shoes on that I stole for $40 at Macy's. And this shirt, man, it is a $100 shirt. You can feel the material. This ain't no Walmart shirt. And I've got a black one too. Let's move on to the sad news. I'm on a fast. No, not the carnivore diet. I had to fast from midnight last night for a little longer. I've got a appointment with my primary this morning. I'm reflecting on everything. Blood work, lab work. It's that time of year where they're going to check me all out. And I cannot have coffee. That's the sad news. I got a whole pot I made last night and had a little cup, a half a cup. And I was just going to microwave it and have some this morning. I'm still yodeling. And I can't have any. I mean, I didn't even know if I could drink water. I took a sip of water. But that'll be over soon. And then we'll go to Wawa or McDonald's and get us one immediately. So this diet, I want to thank everyone, and Jim Bauer especially, for encouraging me to do the carnivore diet. I get a lot of pushback from my friends, even family, telling me, when you get off that stupid diet, vegetables are good for you. As long as you don't eat cakes and pies and all that. What's a salad and vegetables? And that's true. I would imagine that if I didn't eat cakes and pies and fruit cake for the holidays and cookies, and limited my sugar intake, like breads and all the other bad carbohydrates, drinking milk, and all of those other things, potatoes, rice, just ate, vegetables. And I know that they say red peppers and those kinds of vegetables aren't the best, and carrots are sweet, so it's only broccoli and whatever. All right, so you incorporate the broccoli only, Brussels sprouts or whatever, and the meats. And you ate good green lettuce salads with oil and vinegar. I mean, how much weight is a man going to get eating like that? I'm not saying anything before you get all upset. I'm sticking with the meat. I'm on meat, baby. And I do feel good. I don't have any... I went through a little change and no sugars. I was tired, but I think a lot of that was beginning my workout and the gym, and I've been really hitting the gym hard. But I tell you, when you have a pot belly or you've just got extra weight on you, you can tell just when you walk. I mean, look at people that are obese, that have a hard time walking. That's a lot of weight for you to push, to get up and walk around with. I can tell I'm light in the ass now. I can tell I'm faster. I'm more limber. I can bend over and tie my shoes better. Ever so little, it just all of a sudden came on a couple of days ago and then this morning. And I don't ever want to go back. I really feel good. And it's not just the diet and everything makes me feel good. It's what I'm doing in my mind. Positive thinking, eschewing all the negative, block out the negative, only let in the positive, pour out love and generosity, look for the good in people, All of these things contribute to a healthy, happy, joyful life. And so I encourage all of you out there, if you're only doing some of those things, to add more to your daily life to get yourself to the point where, you wake up and yeah, you'll have bad days, you'll have bad moments, not bad days. Just do what we talked about one day, was just sit down and go somewhere private in your car, pull over and just meditate for 5 or 10 minutes and just think on positive things and say, you know what, this too will pass. This is nothing that is affecting other people out there that are experiencing joy and happiness. Let me be let me be like them again. Take it away from me, good Lord. And just change your mind, your attitude. Our mind is our worst enemy. And what we allow in by what we read, watch, and hear, and believe in, and our family and friends and our coworkers that just want to sit around and gossip and talk all that negativity. Another thing that's really good is to make your bed. When you get out of bed, achieve your first goal of the day. Start building that self-esteem. Get you some steam, baby, and make that bed. Clean your car. Make your car look good. Get rid of stuff in your house that you don't need. We talked about it the other day. You got 3 corkscrews? Donate 2. Get rid of them. What do you need 3 of anything for? You got old socks with holes in them. You got clothes in the rear hanger. Take you a trip to Goodwill. Make room in that closet so you can find things. Go in that garage. Them old paint cans and rags and crap you got and tools you don't use. Have yourself a yard sale. Turn it into some money. Put some money in your pocket. That clutter people put in their houses, they hang something on every inch of their wall. Feels like you're closed in. You'll feel like you got more square footage by getting rid of certain things you don't need to look at. You can move your chair over there now. Get rid of that old whatever it is sitting on the floor. Do some things each day. You don't have to do it all today, but each day wake up and say, what can I do to make it look cleaner, nicer, neater? What can I do for my own personal appearance? What can I do for somebody else? Who can I buy a cup of coffee for? Who can I mow their lawn for? Who can I ask if I can pick something up at the store for them while I'm going out? Who can you call that you haven't spoke to in a while? There's a never-ending amount of goodness that you can do each and every day. And what really counts is when you do help other people. It's good to do it for yourself so you feel good about yourself, but it's very good to do for other people. And I was in the mall yesterday. I talked to some nice people. The sales lady at the perfume place, Claudia, she was just a pleasure to speak with. And they were bored. They were sitting there. There were no customers. And I made her laugh, and we exchanged. And she was the one that, I'm going to get on something in a minute, that kind of has got me thinking about what I'm going to do or not do this morning regarding my flu shot. And then there was a nice lady in a wheelchair that was being pushed by her, no doubt, granddaughter. And as she walked, she was being pushed by, and I said, hi, how you doing? Gave her a little acknowledgement. And not that people don't acknowledge her, but maybe some do. And, it made her feel good. She really lit up and smiled. How are you? And so, acknowledge people, say hello to people. When you go into certain stores, how, like Publix grocery store, they are trained when you walk in, if a manager sees you, they always say, how are you doing? They don't walk by any customers. Now, this is their training and they have to do that. But most of them do it with pure sincerity. And if you just do it, walking past people, hey, how are you? How you doing today? Just a simple acknowledgement. And sometimes it might open up a conversation. You might find that person very interesting. You and that person might find that I got it, a small world. You may have done and been a lot of places, the same places together. I mean, you can just open up your life more than just all this. Don't talk, only text. Don't say hello to people. Get impatient when somebody's in line that they're saying hello to the clerk, and they're like, come on, no time for conversation. Let's go. I got to pay for my stuff. Calm down. Be nice. So that's what this morning's chat's about. I'm just kind of yammering here because I am going to do a Crushing It for Christ video after this one because I feel like I'm in the mood for it. The coffee will just sit here. After I leave the doctor, we will go, like I say, to McDonald's or Wawa. Or if I can find a Circle K, I've heard about their fantastic coffee over there. I'll get over there. But let's talk about this. The vaccination, not the vaccination. The flu shot. And I had no idea. I called the doctor yesterday after everybody's been talking about it in the comments. There is a flu shot for 65 and older. It's a different shot. And it's a flu shot. It's not a COVID vaccine shot. I don't think it is. I'm going to inquire about it. And I've been jabbed a lot. When I started cruising again, when they reopened, they required it to cruise. They don't require it now. And so I did it because, as you know, I was an avid cruiser, been on many of them. But I'm done with that. And I've always been suspect of what they were sticking in our arms and how fast they approved it and all this kind of thing. And flu shots I have been getting for 2-3 years now. All my life I never got them. And I don't really get sick. I have gotten sick since I've been jabbed a few times in the last few years. And you guys know about those times. So maybe I'm not going to get it. Maybe I'm going to tell her, you know, I'm doing good. Hey, if it gets any better than this, I don't want anything to do with it. And so I'm doing really good right now. I don't see, October is the month they like to do the flu shot. And so I was sick with COVID a few weeks ago. And I thought that vaccine I got a long time ago was either prevent that or someone said it makes the severity of it less. All right. I guess I was pretty bad one day, really bad. But I don't know. I can always go to CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and get this for free with my Medicare. So I'm very likely to say no today. So I'm going to get blood work done. They're going to draw my blood, find out all about that, and see how good I am. And I'd be interested in knowing all that stuff too. So that's all I wanted to add to the video was I'm sitting on the fence. And also, and this is really opening up a bucket of worms. I had a motorcycle once a long time ago. And they have these forums. There's a forum online for everything. There's a forum for Forest River. That's who makes these campers. There's a forum for Tundras. There's a forum for Civics. I had a Civic SI. There's a forum for Harley Davidson, Porsche, Corvette. There's forums, right? Where people that have the same product or camper or something like that get together and they share their knowledge about how to fix things, what to do, what modifications you can do, what kind of oil to use. So I made the big mistake of asking someone when I had my Honda Goldwing, what is the best oil, synthetic or non-synthetic? And what brand? OMG, what a war. People get so passionate about, you know, the name of the oil, AMSOIL, Quaker State, Valvoline, what's that famous one, you know, the synthetic oil, the most famous, whatever it is. And it was crazy how people, and then tires, that's another one. So when I started talking about the transmission fluid in my Tundra, let me make one thing very clear. I want to service the Tundra. I got the money. It's an oil change in the transmission. It's not going to break the bank, even if it's a little more expensive than traditional services. It's a rare thing you do. I want to do it. I will pay to do it. I will pay everything short of extraordinarily stupid money to do it. I want to do it. Got that? But I'm not going to do it. I have been convinced by people on both sides online. It's that same argument like I was just talking about. And I've had 2 dealers in a row within 5 minutes of calling them that have both said, no, not going to do it. We don't want to do it. We don't need to do it. You shouldn't do it. It's not supposed to be done until there's an issue. Well, I'm in the middle now. I still want to do it. I don't care what it costs. But I'm not going to do it right now because I think that if that's the case, if Toyota is saying this, then it's okay for now. It's got 64,000 miles on it. So it's not going to be done until I go cross country again. And I'm very well thinking about doing that. And I will not do it before. Plus it's got, I don't know, 11, 12 quarts of oil in there, of transmission fluid. And if you do it, you're only going to get out 3 to 4 quarts. That's all that will pour out. So you're just going to be pumping some new in with that other. That's hardly a change. And then there's people talking about the filter, and then don't do the filter, and I would never do the back flush. That's an old story from years ago, before they even had sealed transmissions, to just do drain and fills. But I am not going to change the transmission fluid in that Tundra now. I will continue to look at it. I'll continue to read your comments. Please don't get angry. Please understand this is what the dealers are telling me. This is what forums I read said. And I've had both sides. Oh, I did it and then I had a problem. I did it and it was fine. I did it myself. I got the dealer to do it. It was $500. I this, I that. I've read it all. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of reading about it. So there it sits, bulletproof as she is. And those tires was the same thing. I bought those beautiful tires on sale. That wasn't the retail of them. They went to Georgia and back. They look good. They're beautiful. I'm running 60 miles an hour maximum speed, towing this girl, and they are fine. And so I do me, and you do you. All right? So anyway, a few days to go. Longest few days of our life until the election is up, and we're going to find out who wins and who loses. And I can't wait till it's over, to be honest with you. But so that will continue. And I voted yesterday. I got my little sticker right here. I don't even want to throw it away. It's a little manatee from Manatee County over there in Lakewood Ranch. I'll do something with that sticker later. I might wear it again today. Yeah, I'm trying to keep people motivated on voting. You got to vote, folks. You got to vote. I don't care who you vote for. I do, but I don't. But just vote. Because once you vote, you're always going to vote. Once you don't vote, you're like, yeah, I ain't going to vote again, I guess. But this is important. Very, very important. You know, like changing your transmission fluid. Very important. It'll get done. I mean, if somebody shows up or you put something in the comments, one guy told me I could go to Delray Beach, and drive 4 or 5 hours to get my transmission fluid changed, which I'm not going to do. I do appreciate the offer because I probably even know the mechanic shop because that's the business I was in for years over there, promoting auto centers. And I know Delray. I mean, even if I didn't promote him, I might know this place. I had a subscriber tell me, hey, I had mine done. It was a guy in Delray. I know him, and he'll hook you up. And I'm just not going to go over there right now. I used to go over there frequently. I don't have a need to go there right now. Maybe when I do this, I'll talk about it again, and I'll be over there because I will be going back, of course, to see my son and different things. So we might do that then. So thank you very much for the referral of a place I can go in Delray Beach, Florida. So now the trip to out west is becoming more and more of a less of a rumor and more of a conversation. But you can't believe a damn thing I say. So it's really a big deal to go. It's a long way. I Googled RV prices and stuff weekly. It's the same out in Laughlin. I want to play some golf. with the boys, and it seems like it's probably a very good chance of happening. But I start getting fearful of the highways, of those potholes, and how pulling this thing is white knuckle with that Tundra. It's a good running truck, but I know this thing is back there. And when those big trucks go by and suck me in, and then doing the sideways and the byways and the highways and not getting on the freeway, if there's a stretch on the maps that shows it runs parallel and I can keep a good pace and I can get off the freeway, I would consider doing that. But if there's no, like some states just from here to Nevada, if there's not a road that's right along near the freeway and I got to go around the barn to get there, I'm not going to do that, because I'm already looking at the cost. This thing is going to get 8 to 9 miles per gallon, my truck. I will be driving 6,000 miles round trip. That alone, before I pay all my bills that I have to pay here, which are hardly any because I'm a minimalist, but I do have to pay my rent. And then I would have to pay rent along the way if I don't stay at a Love's where I can't really put my slides out. Maybe I'll get a little campground 2 or 3 of the nights of the 5 to 10 it'll take me to get out there, 5 to 8, and pay $25 to $50. And then once I get there, it's going to cost me the best part of $1,000, $800 anyway, $900 I should say, to stay a month at the RV park, say Riverside, or one of the others around the area there, the Tropicana, with no hookups, but dry camping. I got my generator. So it's a big cost. It's not free. I'm not complaining about it other than, yeah, it's expensive after you just did it. But, you know, your money needs to be saved. Maybe buying that townhouse or condo or a mobile home is something that's going to be in the future if things start coming down. No matter who wins the election, I believe that things are going to start coming down. They have to. They just have to. So I'm optimistic about that. We just have to do what we can do. But I would love to absolutely take another trip. And just like Bubba says, turtle my way. Maybe if I stay on the freeway and just make them go around, run 50 miles an hour, be the real slow guy out there, we'll do it. So I got a buddy of mine too that's looking at buying another coach, a Class A. He's selling the one he has, and he may want to, you know, ride with me out there. I mean, I don't know about staying side by side or behind each other for 5 to 10 days, if that would work out. Maybe just meet each other out there, but that's cool too. Or each night try to get to a point where we have reservations and stay and share a meal together and coffee in the morning. Make it fun, you know. So we're going to be talking about that more. But it'll be a few weeks at the very soonest to a month, but no later than that, because of the time it's going to take to go and come back and how long I'd want to stay by going that far. I don't want to get into any cold weather, or I don't necessarily have to worry about being back here for Christmas. Christmas is wherever I'm at. So that's not a big deal. And I do want to also, at some point, procure a mailbox, because I know a lot of you would like to send greeting cards for the holidays like you did last year. And that's very nice to put up on the old mantle here. And we'll get us a little tree and everything. So we'll see what happens. But right now, I've been just killing some time. I would like to do a Crushing It for Christ video before I got to run to my doctor's. So I will talk to you a little bit later at Wawa or McDonald's. And I don't know, maybe I'll play a round of golf today. I'm not sure. One thing for sure I'm going to do. Tomorrow may not come. Yesterday's gone. Today's the day to crush it.